tell you about shoes, I could tell you about Thomas Edison, but most people recognize the city of Brockton as being the home of the great world heavyweight champion Rocky Marciano. So a couple of years ago, we were blessed to be able to erect a beautiful statue of Rocky that sits at Rocky Marciano Stadium at Brockton High School. And this is a replica of that statue that I would like to present to you to bring back home to Cape Verde to symbolize our friendship with the city of Brockton.
Thank you very much.
It's a privilege for us in the Mayor's office to co-sponsor this event with the Council on Aging. We've got several events each year that are just great events in the city that I look forward to every year, and this is one of them.
My smallest token of appreciation would be some flowers for the ladies. It would be a gift card for lunch for tomorrow, and I was going to give you a t-shirt, but you beat me to it.
Everything good? Everything looks good. Guys, enjoy your dinner, okay? I'm gonna go get some more.
You're watching Sioux City Scoop.
You're watching Sioux City Scoop. You're watching Sioux City Scoop.
Hello everyone, this is Brockton Mayor Bill Carpenter welcoming you to this week's edition of Sioux City Scoop, where this week we're coming to you on location from the DW Field Golf Course, where today the first annual Mayor's Cup Golf Tournament is taking place. As you can see, we had spectacular conditions and a great time for over 100 golfers here today at DW Field Golf Course. Hey, we've got a very interesting show for you this week. Recently, the Metro South Chamber of Commerce, along with the Mayor's Office, co-hosted a tour of downtown Brockton for a group of over 50 bankers, developers, and business leaders. We had the opportunity to showcase many projects that are planned and underway in the City of Champions, and we were also able to highlight many upcoming opportunities for development in the downtown of the City of Brockton.
And this was a 5-acre site that was once a brownfield. This building here is called a step-up design. We wanted to develop something here that would be a signature here on the property. To the north, SoCo 2, or SoCo North, SoCo 1 across the street. Those parcels there were basically vacant, and we worked with Etonic, Treetorn, and Puma, who occupied that building next door, to help leave that to a developer named Mike Giuliano, who did a fantastic job of developing market rate condominiums. They sold anywhere from the $289,000 to $300,000 when they were developed. Very high-end development, exposed beams, about $40 million of private investment in terms of condominiums were developed here, and we work with the developers to develop these parcels. Mark Donahue was involved in our focus group when we first acquired this site to talk about the types of amenities that this site should have and the type of quality of materials that we would look to build. Right now, from this site, we transport about 11,000 passengers a day. About 6,500 passengers happen to travel through this hub. We have about 105 vehicles that service our 11 community service area, and this is a very active site. We modeled this site like a petri dish after South Station. If you have ever been to South Station and transversed through South Station, you'll see it's ultimately built like a triangle. There are many security elements here that we have that are passive security that make it very easy for passengers and customers to come and go very, very safely. Our retail space here has been occupied since 1999 with only 3 months of vacant space. So those who are commercial real estate, developers or interested, that's pretty good occupational rate. So
The school is so old that John Marion attended this school as a youngster, so it's clearly out of date, no longer in use. But we actually used this school building right up until about 3 or 4 years ago, the school was still in use. As we opened up a couple of our new schools, a couple of the older schools were taken offline, and this is one of the older schools taken offline. It's been looked at for development. We think it's a great development opportunity. It's screaming residential development. It is historic. I believe it was built in 1896. I hope the number's not different on the building, but designed by the same architect that did City Hall, that was built 1892 to 1894. This came along a couple years later, designed by the same architect. So it does have some historical significance. My building department tells me it's got great bones, great structure, and we think would provide a great development opportunity.
So this building, like I said, is 32,000 square feet. We're gonna have 2 retail pads out here. One's gonna be 2,200 square feet, and the next one will be about 4,300 square feet. Those will be on these corners, 2 corners right here. They've been approved and from zoning, so we're just ready to go with that. We're gonna be leasing those out soon. Pretty much standard supermarket. We're a community supermarket. We cater to our community. We provide fresh produce, meats, grocery. What we don't have now in our current supermarket is fish, so we are adding a new fish department into our supermarket. And with the collaboration with the health center, we're going to be doing lots of programming with the health center in the supermarket with healthy food and just eating nutrition. And I'll let Sue explain more about the health center and the other programs and projects that we're going to be working on.
Brockton Neighborhood Health Center, most of you know our main building is right on Main Street. It's a 90,000 square foot building that was built in 3 phases. We are serving about 27,000 patients, about 160,000 patient visits per year. The fiscal year that just ended, we had a 12% growth rate, which is actually lower than our norm because we were again running out of space. So when Jason came along looking for a partner at this site, we were right at the point of deciding that we needed to add some new clinical space. So our side will be new construction. It will be adult primary care with a focus on nutrition-related illnesses. So we'll have a very strong focus on serving patients who are diabetic, obese, and dealing with other nutritional issues. One of the exciting things is right in the front window on that side, we will be putting a teaching kitchen, and we'll be hiring a nutritionist. We're looking at pulling in some grant funding to hire some guest chefs and to put some audio-video equipment in there, along with flat screen TVs in Vicenti's and in our waiting rooms at the other site for cooking demonstrations. So we're pretty excited about that. We will have 27 exam rooms and probably 9 new medical providers and associated staff. So a minimum of 50 new jobs coming in on that site. And we're really looking forward to the nutritional focus. We've already hired an endocrinologist, which is a specialist in diabetes. She's already started and will work at our existing site until we're able to move her over along with primary care at our main site.
I could tell you about shoes, I could tell you about Thomas Edison, but most people recognize the city of Brockton as being the home of the great world heavyweight champion Rocky Marciano. So a couple of years ago, we were blessed to be able to erect a beautiful statue of Rocky that sits at Rocky Marciano Stadium at Brockton High School. And this is a replica of that statue that I would like to present to you to bring back home to Cape Verde to symbolize our friendship with the city of Brockton.
Thank you very much.
It's a privilege for us in the Mayor's office to co-sponsor this event with the Council on Aging. We've got several events each year that are just great events in the city that I look forward to every year, and this is one of them.
My smallest token of appreciation would be some flowers for the ladies. there would be a gift card for lunch for tomorrow, and I was gonna give you a t-shirt, but you beat me to it.
Everything good? Everything looks good. Guys, enjoy your dinner, okay? I'm gonna go get some more.
Hi, I'm Superintendent Kathleen Smith from your Brockton Public Schools.
And I'm Mayor Bill Carpenter.
We are here with our young folks from one of our summer programs, and we're excited to talk to all of you about the importance of reading during the summertime. Many of you know reading books takes you to adventures in faraway places, allows you to share some of your thoughts with your families that are reading right alongside you, allows you to come back to school in the fall prepared for all those academic challenges. So I encourage all of you, I encourage your families to support you. Make sure you're out there reading, reading, reading. If you're looking for things to read, check our website at the Brockton Public Schools, or also you can go to our Brockton Public Library, which is filled with resources, books, and lots of summer activities for our children.
That's right, Superintendent. Reading is a year-round sport. Your ability to read and write will unlock your future. So have fun this summer, but keep reading.
Read to succeed.
Municipal golf course. Come over and check out DW Field Golf Course here in the city of Brockton. We've made a major investment in the DW Field Golf Course this year. The playing conditions are spectacular. It's an 18-hole public course. We are serving beer and wine now. We're able to handle tournaments there now. So come on over and check out DW Field Golf Course.
Second generation now, first generation here, Brockton High School grad, UMass Dartmouth grad. We're really looking forward to this. The family's done a lot of outreach into many communities. I know they went down to Philadelphia. This is going to be a hot spot. It's going to be an international, state-of-the-art market that I think people from all over are going to enjoy. So, you know, I tell Jason every time I see him, I love him, because this area here has been vacant for a long time. It needs to have life. And I think what you'll notice as we continue our tour and go down towards Main Street, you know, my name is John Marion. If those of you that don't know me, I wear many hats. One of them is the president of the Brockton 21st Century Corporation. Another one is the chairman of the Downtown Brockton Association. I'm also the chair of the Brockton Parking Authority. And most importantly, I'm a resident of Brockton. I have been my whole life. And I'm a business owner, landlord, and I love the city. And the governor was down here yesterday, but also 5 weeks ago, to give $4 million to our City Hall project. And we spoke, and I don't know why they had me up there, but it was a great moment, because I grew up in the center. I grew up in the city of Brockton, in downtown, walking from the Lincoln School down to my parents' store. And you know, as I spoke and I looked out, I saw Brockton's past, Brockton's present, and Brockton's real fortunate upside future. This building has been selected as the site for a tri-campus satellite. If it comes through, it'll be a showpiece for the state. And it looks like it's being superstitious. It just looks like, I can't say anything. Superstition, I have to just hold off on that. But the building, I think, is about 30,000 square feet. We're talking about a lot of money. This will be a game changer in the city. This will change our course for the next 20 years in a positive way, which I haven't seen since I was a young man.
municipal golf course. Come over and check out DW Field Golf Course here in the city of Brockton. We've made a major investment in the DW Field Golf Course this year. The playing conditions are spectacular. It's an 18-hole public course. We are serving beer and wine now. We're able to handle tournaments there now. So come on over and check out DW Field Golf Course.
My name is Kenan Bigby. I'm a vice president with Trinity Financial. We're excited to be part of this downtown development tour. Asking with folks in City Hall, businesses in downtown, other elected officials in Brockton to sort of figure out if our vision was shared, and if not, what changes would we need to make to bring something to life here. So those early conversations evolved over time and led to this project that you are looking at now. In total, this is the first phase of what is a two-phase project, but this first phase will bring 113 residential units. 42 of those units will be artist live-work lofts. That's at the Montello end of the building that you see with the rain barrier already going up. Those are all artist lofts sitting on top of what will be on the first floor artist exhibition space, so that all the art that's created in that building will be on display on the first floor. The vision there is to really bring activity, bring excitement and activity to downtown Brockton. In addition to the artist live-work lofts, there's 71 units of mixed income housing. So that's 42 units of market rate housing and then 29 units of workforce housing. In addition to this residential building, the project entails the rehab of the Enterprise building, which you see behind me there. This was the original home of the Enterprise newspaper. What we are doing is a full gut rehab of that building. So we took everything out from the interior and are rebuilding that into Class A office space, 55,000 square feet of Class A office space. Additionally, if you could see as we drove in on Main Street, we're doing historic rehab to the front of the two original buildings that made up the Enterprise building. So this ties into the theme that we've heard about today, where investing in downtown Brockton is not just about tearing down the history and building new buildings. It's about embracing the history of downtown Brockton. We heard the stories of folks on the bus reminiscing about growing up in downtown, how much of a hustle and bustle downtown used to have. And the vision here is to bring that back to life. So we're making that investment in the open space as well as the built environment that we're creating here. And then the last thing that I would mention that we're really excited about is while the Enterprise building is primarily office space, we are reserving a retail bay right adjacent to that park that I just showed you to try to build on some of the excitement that John was mentioning on the bus about bringing new restaurants and new retail opportunities into the downtown. So we think that's going to be fabulous space with great views of the park, great light right on the corner, very visible, that will be the home, hopefully, to a new restaurant here in downtown Brockton.
I could tell you about shoes, I could tell you about Thomas Edison, but most people recognize the city of Brockton as being the home of the great world heavyweight champion Rocky Marciano. So a couple of years ago, we were blessed to be able to erect a beautiful statue of Rocky that sits at Rocky Marciano Stadium at Brockton High School. And this is a replica of that statue that I would like to present to you to bring back home to Cape Verde to symbolize our friendship with the city of Brockton.
Thank you very much.
It's a privilege for us in the Mayor's office to co-sponsor this event with the Council on Aging. We've got several events each year that are just great events in the city that I look forward to every year, and this is one of them.
My smallest token of appreciation. A piece of flowers for the ladies. it would be a gift card for lunch for tomorrow, and I was going to give you a t-shirt, but you beat me to it.
Everything good? Everything looks good. Guys, enjoy your dinner, okay? I'm gonna go get some more. Folks, if you could join us right down here for just 1 second before we get back on the buses. When we spoke a little bit earlier about improvements that we're trying to make to make Brockton a clean, safe, and livable city, I think one of the most significant investments we've made in our first 6 months, Chief Hayden has rolled out or reinstated for the first time in decades. We have motorcycle patrols out on patrol in the city. We've invested in 8 brand new Harley-Davidson police motorcycles. And today we have 2 of our officers with us who are out on patrols. We put the motorcycles out, usually actually in a little bit larger groups, usually groups of 4 or 6. And we send them out across the city, proactively seeking out street-level crime and creating a deterrent presence by rolling through both the business districts and residential neighborhoods. They've been a tremendous success. Sometimes we even roll out a wagon right behind them so that they can make arrests at street level, put the people they've arrested into the back of the wagon, and the motorcycles just keep right on going. So I want you to have a chance to see these. The officers and the motorcycles have been extremely well received by the community, both the business communities and the neighborhoods, and there's no doubt that they've had a tremendous positive impact in the safety of the city in just the short time we've had them. So I want you to have a chance to see them, and actually we'll put them in action. Guys, do you think maybe you could stop the traffic at the end of the street so all 3 of our vehicles could get out of here because we're running a little behind schedule? That would be great. How's that for service, all right? All right. Brockton's finest.
We're a pretty small, lean company. I worked at a larger real estate development company until 2010, and I decided to go off on my own. And soon after, I'd say like a day or 2 after, I went and visited this building. And I put it under agreement, and that was November of 2010. So now we're in 2014, and we opened last year. So as others have talked about, these endeavors take a lot of time. It's a lot of tenacity. And there's a lot of different subsidies that have to go into these buildings to make them a reality. We actually have, I think, 9 loans on this one project. It's 25 units, so that's like, you know, half a loan per unit. So it's a lot. It's a lot of lenders. The building was constructed, can everybody hear me? The building was constructed in 1880 by the Lilly Brackett Shoe Company. As many of you know, Brockton was one of the shoe capitals of the world. And shoes would be exported and sent on railway cars all over the country and all over the world. Around 1900, it was bought by the George Knight Company. They made heat press machinery. They also made the various items for shoes as well. The building is most notably known, though, as the Stalin Dean Building, which is where I see a lot of people shaking their heads. People bought their first baseball gloves here. They were a sporting goods manufacturer. And it's believed that the baseball catcher's mitt was actually invented in this building.
Tell you about shoes, I could tell you about Thomas Edison, but most people recognize the city of Brockton as being the home of the great world heavyweight champion Rocky Marciano. So a couple of years ago, we were blessed to be able to erect a beautiful statue of Rocky that sits at Rocky Marciano Stadium at Brockton High School. And this is a replica of that statue that I would like to present to you to bring back home to Cape Verde to symbolize our friendship with the city of Brockton.
Thank you very much.
It's a privilege for us in the Mayor's office to co-sponsor this event with the Council on Aging. We've got several events each year that are just great events in the city that I look forward to every year, and this is one of them.
My smallest token of appreciation. A piece of flowers for the ladies. It would be a gift card for lunch for tomorrow, and I was going to give you a t-shirt, but you beat me to it.
Everything good? Everything looks good. Guys, enjoy your dinner, okay? I'm gonna go get some more.
Great municipal golf course. Come over and check out DW Field Golf Course here in the city of Brockton. We've made a major investment in the DW Field Golf Course this year. The playing conditions are spectacular. It's an 18-hole public course. We are serving beer and wine now. We're able to handle tournaments there now. So come on over and check out DW Field Golf Course.